Oh, hi everyone! We're here with some Goat Crashers with most of the Realm of the Ancients crew. Before we go round, let's do an opener. The bot is now spamming you with links. You can get all of our social links in there, all of the places you can come and support us, all of our sponsor information, and all of our websites where you can go and get a 10 to 15% discount. Big thank you to Bird in the Storm and Mage Hand Press. You can see their logos up there, who make the stream possible with their sponsorships. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. First of all, I'll do a quick shout out to Frost from Fire, Charlie, who unfortunately can't be here today. So let's go round. Why don't we just go around the screen this way? We'll start with Amber. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, who are you?
What's up?
What's up?
Who am I? Who am I gonna play?
No. Where can we find you? Where can we find you? So, what do you do?
What do you do? Who are you? What are you doing here?
My name is Amber. I am Furore_D&D on Twitter. Otherwise, tonight I'm gonna be playing a goat.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Alice, do you want us to come to you last? Let's come to you last. So we'll skip across. We'll skip across Alice and come straight to Shakespeare.
Hello, I am Shakespeare or Shakes, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Shakespeare. It's always the same handle, and I'm very excited to be playing a goat. I like goats. My auntie had goats. It's gonna be fun. They're evil. That's so evil.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Last but certainly not least, we have Piskin. No, wait, you're not Piskin Ban anymore, are you? No, you are Sword and Spell. Hang on a second, I can update that. I can make that a thing.
On the fly.
Sword. Is there plurals in there?
What?
Plural? Sword and Spells or Sword and Spell?
Sword and Spell.
Sword and Spell.
Mm-hmm.
We are up to date. Meg, oh hi.
Yeah, hi, I'm Meg, and as we just said, I'm Sword and Spell on Twitter, and I don't know, I guess I'm also going to be a goat today, so we'll see how that goes.
Alice, hun, why don't you teach us how to play this crazy game?
Hi. I am Alice, and I am, as I'm going to type in my Zoom chat now, Goat Master Extraordinary. I can't spell it, so yeah. I've spelt it wrong, but I don't care. I've got to talk. So, yes, some people, yeah, I know. I'm going to change it in a second. To those in chat asking, is this like Crash Pandas? Yes, it is. It is done by the same person who created Crash Pandas, Honey Heist, basically some of the most chaotic and wonderful games out there. Goat Crashers is... Everyone is going to play a goat, which we will roll for in a moment. I have a chart which will tell you what type of goat you are. It will also tell you... well, first of all these goats are going to a party. You're going to crash a party. You all also have your own reason and own mission for crashing this party. So again, we will roll a d6 and it will give you... Basically, we roll a d6. The first one shows you what type of goat you are. The second, what is your favourite goat thing to do? And then the other is, what do you want to do at the party? Like, what is your mission as a goat at a party? So, first of all, what I'm going to get you all to do, if you could all roll a d6 for me, and we will all find out which goat you're going to be.
If we get doubles, are we rolling again, or so we're all
Only
different?
if you want to. If you want to be something different from other people.
Let's see what happens.
You said 2d6?
1d6. 1d6.
I really like that one of the things we're determining right now is what goat things we like.
Yeah, what goat things do you like to do? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a thing.
I'm gonna try to explain this one to my coworkers.
Well, first of all, right, we've got 2 ones. Now, do you both want to play a 1, or would you like another number? It's your choice.
I'm okay with playing the 1.
I'm alright with playing my 1.
Okay. those who are number 1, you are pygmy goats. Yes! You're both pygmy goats. Number
Good.
4, which is Scrat, you are, of course, you are a big horned goat. So effectively, so the pygmy goats, you are all about being tiny and like getting into difficult places and things like that, probably sneaky. Scrat, yours is definitely a fighting goat. And let's have a look. We're at 5. Oh, is this my favourite? Yes, it is. Number 5, you are a satanic goat.
Yes.
So, on that, you believe in the occult. You are very good at the occult in general.
This is perfect.
That's your thing. I'm now going to need you to roll another d6 for me for what is your favourite goat thing to do.
I have a great name for this too.
Oh yeah, we're going to do names. Oh, okay. So as we've rolled 3 6s, would everyone like to keep that 6, or would anyone like to re-roll? I can tell you.
Well, I got a 2.
First.
I'll
Yes, you
re-roll
got
just to put a little variety in there.
2. You'll get 2.
Make it another 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well
well.
done.
Ah, hell, we can
Okay.
have 2 6s, why not?
Yeah. Okay. So the number 6 is that you really like bleating loudly. That's your thing. Number 2, let's have a look. Number 2 is you love to headbutt everything.
Yes! Tiny headbutting goat! That is my brand!
And number 1, you love to just eat everything, even if it's just tasting
Even
it.
people.
You want to lick it, you want to chew on it, whatever it is, you're a satanic munching goat. Okay, roll me one last d6, please, as we find out what your actual motive is and why you're crashing this party.
This is great. I'm tiny. I like to headbutt people. It's like secondary school all over again. Northern. Yeah.
Northern secondary school, what to say?
And I went to a
Okay.
grammar school, so I was in the good one.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 2 3s. Again, if you want to reroll, that's fine. If not, those who have rolled a 3, you are going to this party because you want to hobnob with the rich and famous. You want to go and see celebrity. You want to talk with it. You want to see what everyone is. Why are they famous?
And you said we could re-roll?
If you want to reroll, that's absolutely
I'm on.
fine.
I got a 1.
You're gonna roll a 1. Okay, let's have a look. For 1, your sole purpose of going to this party is to eat cake, which kind of works. With your you
The
have
only
no
reason
other
I ever go to a party.
party.
I am so excited about this game.
And sorry, who was number 4? Let's have a
Me.
yeah.
number 4.
Okay. So your sole reason for going this is you want to drink lots and lots of fizzy wine.
Yep, definitely.
I
secondary
will
school
be making
flashback.
you roll to see how drunk you get, just so you know. And last,
Basically, just me as a teenager.
what was it? Number 5? Yeah, Scrat, you got number 5. This is just you. All you want to do is dance. You just want to dance, and the main thing you want to do is dance with the heiress.
I want to be a goat.
Dance with who?
The heiress.
Oh, the heiress. I thought you said the mayoress, and I was like, what party are we crashing?
Now I'm going to roll one privately so that you won't see, and this is going to be what is going on at the party. So
What?
I'm going to roll.
Whilst you're doing that, do we come up with names now, or?
Yeah, you go for it. What's your name?
I have the best one for this specific goat.
What is your goat name? What is it?
What's my name?
Yeah.
The Goatta Killer instead of the Zodiac
Oh!
Yeah.
Are you going? What pronouns are you using for your goat? Are we using pronouns for goats? How do pronouns work for goats, everyone?
Well, you can have oh, what's a female goat called? I've completely forgotten. There are two
There's a. I know it's a Billy and a kid, but I can't
Yeah,
remember
but
what
I
the middle
can't
one
remember.
is.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I've just realised that all of your pronouns are wrong anyway,
Oh,
so I
Jenny.
apologise for that.
Uh,
Like, you've got a real- real
it's
pick and
a go
mix.
or a nanny.
That's it.
A
there's a
nanny!
Go or a nanny.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a nanny if it's
Older
like
goat.
an older goat. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Males are bucks or billies.
Yeah.
So
I want to be an elderly Billy.
Satanic.
I'm just so old and angry.
You made a deal with the devil. That's why you're so old.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I have a thirst.
I'm not putting pronouns in, I'm just gonna put Billy in brackets. That's... Okay. Who else wants to come up with a name? I haven't even got a name yet. I need to come up with something.
Yeah, I need to come up with something too.
Goat's art. Somebody be goat's art.
Oh my god.
Let's see. I'm a horned goat. I like to
Great
bleat
goat speech.
loudly.
obviously the classic is Billy the Kid, but that's a bit on the
Yeah.
nose.
Hmm.
I'm going to be Eustace.
I'm just gonna be absolutely terrible and be Vincent Van Gogh
Yes.
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 or just Vinny.
I am Billy to my friends.
Yeah.
I'd also like to point out this is a human party. This is not a goat party. Or
Okay, so we're just showing up.
yeah.
Is Vincent a Billy or a nanny?
Vincent is a Billy and a kid.
And a kid.
Basically, just tiny teenage goat delinquent. I'm reliving my childhood.
I'm here
With
for it.
goats.
I'm so here for it.
She's gonna be a very drunk teenager. It's gonna be fun.
The other thing I will say is for rolling in this game, you always roll 2d6. However, depending on what type of goat you are, so say Scrat is basically the violent goat, he's the aggressive one, so if he wants to go and butt someone, to see if he can succeed because he's that goat, you can add another 2d6.
Okay, we'll get to that. I haven't. Sorry, Meg, I didn't get your name yet.
That's because I can't think of one.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
Google
guess
goat names.
I guess I could be Goat's art. We can
Do it.
have that
Do
as
it.
well.
Goats up,
Wait,
perfect.
Goat's art. Yeah.
Are we all Billies?
I think we are.
Are you a Billy too, Meg?
I can be a Billy. Yeah, we'll just be the boys club.
Squad.
It's like the goat version of
Yeah.
a stag party. Billy party.
We're going to look for some. Did you say they're called nanny? What were the females
No.
called?
They're the
No, or
older
nanny.
nanny goats.
Like nanny would be like a cougar goat.
We
So,
could be
use, I
looking
guess.
for that.
I like cougar goats.
And then like a doe is like a normal female goat.
I'm ready to learn how to play now, Alice. I'm sorry.
I'm excited to tell everyone at work about
So, as I said, you always roll 2d6. If you're trying to be sneaky and you're the pygmy goat, you can roll an extra 2d6 because, I mean, if you want to try race Satan, you get an extra 2d6. I don't know what you're going to do at this party, so, you know, anything could happen. Literally anything can happen.
We know how to have a good time.
Yeah. Basically, when you roll the dice, you want either a 4, 5, or 6, and that is a pass. If you roll anything less than that, then it's a fail. To pass something, or like I've got a difficulty rating, I've got a sheet of difficulty ratings. If you fail, that is when I get to do something bad to you guys. But it could be literally like you've pissed off the bouncer, he's going to throw you out. It's not like you don't die in this game. Again, I don't know. It depends how far the Goatiac killer goes with like, the occult. But yeah. So you are all. It's getting dark. It's darker in the evening. You can hear this party going on at this huge farmhouse. This is like an Airbnb. This is rented out. It's not always buzzing, but all the lights are on. You hear a band, you hear lots of laughing and chatting, and you're in that field over the road. you're in this fenced off area and you can hear this. What are you doing?
I'm screaming.
Oh my god, you're a screaming goat.
I am.
Probably like attempting to headbutt the Goatta killer because I have no sense of self-preservation. like when you see videos of like adult animals and the baby animals are just like messing around and the adults are just like no.
Yes.
It's just like trying to headbutt and missing.
My goat is like this, normally like a black colored goat that's been like completely buzzed shaved with just like a red mohawk all the way down its back.
Good.
And then it's got little itty bitty horns that are just like peeking out ever so slightly. And it looks down at the little pygmy goat. It's like, meh. You want to get some cake? I will take that as a yes.
Cake is good. Cake is fine.
Come to the dark side. We have cake.
Vincent is like the tiniest, like little snowy white, angelic looking goat, like Instagram worthy goat. Except he has absolutely rolled in as much mud and crap as he can find to try and make himself dark and intimidating. Goth goats.
You're like my first follower that I got.
Tiny little goth goat.
It's got like little eyeliner.
Yeah, little eyeliner.
Yeah, you can like describe however these goats don't have to be like normal looking goats. You can look how you want. In Crash Pandas we had a raccoon in a little Christmas sweater, so you can literally go all out in this game.
My hooves are painted with black nail polish.
I think my goat looks a lot like the goat that I've just put on the overlay.
Oh my gosh, now I see it.
Got eyeliner and like bits of its little white fur around its head have been like spiked with the mud to try and make it look like he's got horns. He doesn't have horns, he's tiny.
And like I lean down and kind of go like at some of your fur, and it kind of like pokes it up even more as I'm also eating some of your fur.
Like, yeah, style it.
I also just like randomly will start like licking your hair.
Alice,
Yes.
Just leaning away like, oh, okay now.
what do you want to do for 10
I have
retweets,
horrible
Alice?
breath.
10 retweets. Do we want like a trinket or something?
I don't know about trinket. Is there like equipment or anything like that in this game? Are there
Not
things you can
No,
find?
no, but I am gonna get the Crash Pandas equipment list. Hang on.
Great. I love it.
If
I've
you're looking at me,
accidentally
I have been
typed
rolling
in
in the mud.
pandas. I don't know what that is, but
Oh no.
let's have a look.
It's the internet, so it could be very scary.
Okay.
It's going to get very
Okay. Scrap 1, Shakes 2, Meg 3, and Amber 4. Could you all roll me a one? No, I will roll the 1d4, please. I'm just sorry. I'm trying to find so many.
We're just giddy.
4. Right. So Amber, could you please roll me? Hang on. Let's find the equipment list. Why can't I find the? Okay. Could you please roll me a 1d20?
A strong 2.
Strong 2. Okay. Your goat has. Let's find it. Where's it gone? I've lost it. Where's it gone? There we go. You have duct tape. Just so you're aware, you have duct tape. You may use this any way you see fit, whether it aids you throughout the night or throughout the night. I don't know.
I intend to use that.
So, what would you like to do as you hear this party going on just over the road?
I take one more bite out of Vinny's hair, and like,
Covered in mud and shit. But
I smell
go
cake. And like start walking towards the party.
absolutely just follow, like jumping around. Like,
I'm also like
flee.
while she's like or while your goat is bopping like around, you just hear me start muttering like just like some kind of dark chant.
You can easily jump this fence. I assume you have all done it once more. Are you jumping the fence? Are you trying to go through it? What are you doing?
I'm probably going under it. Tiny goat.
Yeah, you can probably go under it. That should be fine. How about the rest of you?
With a mighty leap, I try to almost float over it.
To you, it feels like floating. To the rest of you, they've left the fence.
Goatsart, who has up until this point been all the way across the field from everyone, trying to avoid all of these crazy people, sees suddenly everyone escaping and is like, I want to be in on that, and starts like coming over to jump the fence as well.
You can jump the fence. How about you, Scrap?
Eustace is actually quite a posh goat, and he sees everyone running, and he's like, oh, I think I want to get on this too, but I'm not doing any jumping. Moves to the center of the ring, and like scrapes his hooves for a second in the dirt, and then is going to charge the gate and butt it with a strong.
Okay, can you roll for me, please? And you can add another 2d6 as you are the strong goat. We're going to see 2 successes for this. Wow, okay. So Eustace, you charge at this gate, and with this mighty scream, as the rest of you jump over or shuffle over, these 2 horns lower and he crashes through this gate, and you just see it just go and fall down.
So you also want cake?
Vinny like immediately kind of looks between the Goatta killer and Eustace and defects and just goes and hangs up by Eustace like headbutt. Got a really hard head. Whoa.
You can see this house. You can see it's almost like a mansion. This is a huge house that has been rented out, and you see all these lights on. You see lots of shadows in the windows, lots of figures having fun, dancing. You can see tables and tables of food, but by the doors you see these 2 huge burly like bouncers stood by the door. They seem to be checking tickets.
Can we kneecap him? On the right height.
I don't know what you want to do.
Are there humans walking in nearby, or like that aren't quite up to the front of the door?
There's some getting closer to the door. You can see some people stood outside in almost like the garden area. They're having drinks poured for them and things like that. You can see that.
Maybe if we find a trench coat.
I was about to say, you're gonna find a trench coat.
Make a like goat tower of humans. Can I find a pair of
beard, he could pass.
Can I find a pair of humans that have not yet entered and approach them before they reach anywhere near the door?
Okay, so you can see a couple, a man and a woman. One of them is in a very elaborate dress. This looks to be like black tie. You see this. She's in a beautiful gown and a big coat, and very similar to what you can assume to be her husband, as you can see the ring on their finger. He also seems to be in a big heavy coat, a hat, and this very sharp suit.
I approach and I do that like innocent little like I'm just a goat kind of like waddle up to them. Yeah, I do what I can, but I have that also like really pudgy goat belly where like it's more of a waddle, and I come up to them and I'm like but then under that I'm like also muttering incantations to try to persuade them to give me their tickets.
Okay. I need you to roll me 4d6, please, and you're going to need 3 to pass this because you're
4d6.
Yeah, 4d6, please. And tell me what each dice says. You need a 4, 5, or 6 to pass. Is what I mean.
Central 4d. I think.
Oh,
Close. No, on 2, nothing really happens. You start mumbling under it, and you see the woman look down and go, "Oh, Peter, look at this goat!" And she
I start licking really hard to try to get the tickets.
You roll me another D2. 2d6, please.
Okay.
is this fancy lady in like? Because I don't know what kind of party this is. Is she in like a normal kind of slinky dress, or is she in like a crinoline kind of poofy princessy dress?
No, this is fairly sleek. This is
Damn
a
it.
fairly sleek dress. And I'm afraid on 2 fails, as you're licking her, you lick just that little bit too hard and you sort of nip her and she's like, oh my gosh, look, get it! And she starts, the man starts to run towards you.
I say, Vinny, get him.
I want to get his kneecaps. I want to run and headbutt his kneecaps.
But Godiac, we're not supposed to eat people.
Not gonna eat him, just gonna kneecap him.
Okay, you are a pygmy goat. So
Yeah.
I would say just 2d6.
Very frightful.
Your teeny tiny head.
Yep. With no horns even.
No.
Just the force of my personality. 5 and a 2.
On a 1, you run towards this man that is currently chasing the Goatta killer, and you just headbutt and almost bounce off yourself, and he looks at you just like, what? And he picks you up and looks at you. He's like, what is going on here?
Little legs just scrambling in the air like.
And you see this lady like, oh my goodness, someone help!
Eustace would like to walk around the side of the building and find a fire escape.
There is you sort of leave the rest of them behind and you stroll around the house. Now there are these bouncers, so I am going to get you to roll 2d2. I keep saying 2d2, 2d6 to see if they spot you. If you fail completely, they will see you. On 1 success, you do find a fire exit. They sort of take a double look over before you disappear. They just see that tail swishing behind the back. And one of them is like, huh, and starts to follow. What would Goatsart, Vinny, and the Goatta killer like to do? Vinny's currently being held, sort of screeching at this man.
How close am I being held? Like, is he
That
holding me
far.
at like arm's length?
It's not arm's length. You feel like he's got more support of you, like holding you there.
Can I try and like twist around and kick him in the face?
You can try. Can you roll me 2d6?
You're like little stub leg.
Come on, Vinny. Fuck!
On 1 success, you sort of flail wildly, and he's just like, "Oh my god!" As you, and the rest of you are sort of fighting this tiny little goat. You don't quite hit him in the face, but you do drop him. Well, he does drop you. Sorry.
Can I summon the Dark Lord as a distraction? Don't I get advantage on that?
Roll me 4d6, please, and you're gonna be. I kind of want to see this 3d6. The thing is, Scrat's muted himself, but I can hear him laughing in the other room.
So you want me to roll 4d6?
4d6, please, and you need 3 to pass.
Yes! I summoned the Dark Lord.
Describe this to me as this man and this woman. One of the woman is screaming and the man is just Vinny. Describe this to me.
I think you would see just like this squat, chubby goat, like the mohawk just begins to like blaze red, and you're like incant, like uttering just terrible things, and then you just see like this spectral like demon goat arise out of the ground. It's got like massive wings, I would imagine, and like a big like prehensile tail that just whips around, and it's like I don't know. It's probably what would a dark lord of goats do?
Well, first of all, you hear the woman. It's not even a proper scream. It's like a yelp, and she passes right out. The guy stands there like, "Oh my God, no, can't be seeing this. Not real. No," and he's backing up.
In the meantime, I like yoink the tickets.
Yeah, you can take these tickets now.
Vinny is just gonna jump onto the woman's unconscious body, you know, like, I'm king of the castle, I'm standing on a tall thing.
I also take the tie. I now have a tie.
Oh yeah, is she wearing any jewelry? I want to wear
There
her
is
jewelry.
a very, very diamond necklace.
I'm taking the necklace.
Yeah. This is like, you know, the tier ones that go down. This is almost, yeah.
I am now a very fancy, terribly muddy little goth goat.
I'm a very dapper satanic goat.
I'm shiny and also covered in shit. It's great.
And I look back over at Goatsart and like, you coming? Cake.
And Goatsart has watched this entire thing happen. Facial expression where he's like, so, like, what is wrong with these people? And just like goes trotting along after them.
So, first thing is, you can all talk if you so wish. You don't have to. As in, like, you can speak human.
Oh, it's like Animal Farm.
But there will be. Oh, it's a bit dark. But we.
She just summoned Satan.
No one's going to the glue factory. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how I roll. But so you three have 2 tickets. You can see one bouncer on the door, and you watch one bouncer sort of look confused and start to walk around the side of the house as Eustace or Billy, whichever one it is, you start to mince around the side of the house as you've seen like a fire exit.
Yes, and I've seen the goat game, so I know that if I just walk into the ladder, I'll start ascending without changing my graphic
God,
at all.
ladder goat. Is that what you're-
There is not a ladder.
What kind of fire escape is this without a ladder?
It's a lower floor,
Oh.
yeah, like fire escape. However, there also seems to be another back door where you see someone sort of push the door open, it swings shut, and they light up a cigarette. Like, he's in an apron, he's in like a chef's jacket, and he leans up against the wall like, I hate these parties. And just
Is
sort
there
of-
like a bin or anything which puts me around head level?
There's around like 3 or 4 bins, like tucked out the side of this door specifically. Yeah,
Great.
the door to-
I'm gonna jump onto the bins and ram him in the head.
Okay, first of all, I want you to roll to jump on the bins. That's
Let's just
2d6.
commit homicide. It's fine.
Is that just 2D or do I get 4D for the fighting?
No, you'll get 40 when you roll for fighting. At the moment, it's 2d6.
Just murder him.
Okay, you jump up onto this, onto these bins with a massive clang and crash, and this man turns slowly, and the cigarette drops out of his mouth, and he freezes. Can you roll to headbutt this guy, please? You headbutt him in the chest. You sort of take him by surprise, and you knock him full over, and you completely wind him. You just hear that, "Ooh," like as he falls back. Cigarette drops, but from behind you hear, "Oi!" as the bouncer starts running towards you.
Do I have time to remove the apron and snatch up the cigarette?
Roll. Because I can't decide. He is running towards you. Roll. No. You sort of start. You can pick one of them up and start like fumbling with it.
Definitely the cigarette. I'm gonna chew it, but it looks like I'm smoking it.
Okay, you're there like with this cigarette. Yeah. And the bouncer approaches you and he's just like almost talking to himself like, "What are you doing here? Come on, out!" And he's gonna start trying to pull you away. So I'm going to roll a 2d6 as well. Yeah, he grabs you by the horns and he starts dragging you back the way he came.
I headbutt him!
It's like,
I'm fighting to the death.
okay, roll again for me, please. And you can roll 4, and I need you to succeed on 3, because he's got a firm grip on you.
Ah, no
He
rerolls.
wrestles you. He really wrestles you, and he manages to get an arm under you and starts to carry you back towards the front. What are the rest of you doing as you see Eustace being carried back by the bouncer, cigarette in his mouth, and flailing madly?
Goatsart is going to, on his tiny little legs, go running towards the bouncer and just like bite his ankle.
Is this the one holding Eustace or the one at the door?
The one holding Eustace.
Okay. What was your? Are you a pygmy goat? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Roll me a 2d6, please.
Okay.
Run towards this.
And thank you very much, Kentucky Hawkeye. Kentucky Hawkeye, who donates so that another one of us can get some equipment.
Okay, I will roll again. Also, Goatsart, he can't really see you whilst he's carrying this struggling Eustace, and you just run and clamp your teeth around this ankle. And Eustace, you're almost flung into the air as you hear this yell, and this guy just throws you upwards. Same numbers as before. A 3. So Meg, can you please roll me a where did it go? A 1d20, please.
Okay.
These are ridiculous, by the way. 14. On a 14, you what falls out of his pocket is some cough syrup. This is very strong cough syrup, like you can really smell that sort of like almost licorice smell.
It's like edible Vicks.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it. Yes.
Yep, you can pocket.
Put it in your goat yam.
Yeah.
Carry it around.
And this bouncer is yelling and he's fallen over and he's like, my leg! He's really screaming and yelling. And he looks like he's about to yell for help as he opens his mouth looking over towards the other bouncer.
I want to sit on his head. Muscle
Okay,
his mouth.
I rush over and duct tape his mouth.
Oh, that's better, actually.
Yeah, roll
That's
me.
less unsanitary.
Roll me 2d6, and if anyone wants to lessen this, you can help. So you can assist by like holding him down, or that sort of so it lessens the difficulty.
Yeah,
Hold him down, there will be cake.
I'll jump on his face and hold him down.
Yeah. Okay. So can you also roll me, please, a 2d6? Yes.
We're not that good at this.
So
like struggling with
Vinny,
tape.
you're like, but you're only tiny, and you are being thrown and flung about, and he shoves you off, and you sort of fly backwards. And the Goatiac killer is fumbling with this, like, you know, when the tape gets stuck to your hands, you're doing that with your hooves, and you can't
With my hooves.
seem to get it
Like-
out.
Kicking it off my hooves.
But yes. What would you like to do as this bouncer pushes you all off and he's trying to get the Goatta killer off of him and tries to stand up? He goes,
Can we see the open back door from here? The chef is like lying in front of.
Oh, the chef is out. Like he's knocked out in front of this door that is currently closed, but it is there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and headbutt the guy who's lying on the ground. It's like, I've got a height advantage now. I'm slightly taller than your head.
Roll me a 2d6, please.
Like, kick him while he's down.
Yeah. You sort of like, as you hop around, you sort of push yourself up in the air and just full blown like headbutt him right in the side of the head as he turns to yell for his friend. And you
can almost see running through Tiny Goat Brain like streams of like WWE matches, just like except with my head.
And he is now knocked out.
Yes. And I will stand on his head and do the goat equivalent of.
Even though I don't need to, I still run up and start duct taping everything.
You can duct
I'm
tape.
just like this will please me, and I'm like putting like this tape on him.
You can duct tape his mouth up, and as you're doing this, as Vinny's doing a little victory dance, Goatsart and Eustace, you sort of see a flash, a beam of light from a torch, and you can see sort of it coming towards you as this other bouncer, like, Jerry, you out? Anyone? As he sort of starts coming.
Now can I hastily put on the chef's outfit?
Yes, yeah, why not? You can put the chef's outfit on.
I'll just walk up with a cigarette in my mouth.
You realise you're still a goat, right? And this guy stops. He's like, "You're not Jerry."
Ah!
What is this? And he sort of, like, you're on a standoff right now. This guy's pointing this big heavy torch at you and just looks utterly confused. And you see it cast down where he sees his friend Jerry currently passed out on the floor with 3 goats around him, one on his head, one looking rather satanic with duct tape over his mouth. It's like, what is going on here?
Gonna try and headbutt him in the crotch.
And I start muttering like a lot of incantations. Can I do I have like magical powers? Can I do things?
I don't know, do you want it?
I want to.
You see the goat demon you summoned though now strolling around the garden because you didn't like.
Can I command him to do things?
It would be another roll.
Can I command?
Actually, I'm gonna bite him in the crotch.
Roll 2d6 for me, please.
Thank you very much to Potato Hollow, who gifts every goat a reroll.
Yay!
Thank you. Goatmancy.
Damn it!
Yep, no, you run again. You sort of run past Eustace and just start like headbutting his foot. He's like, stop it. Like as he sort of tries to brush you off. What is Goatsart doing at this point?
Goatsart is going to get a running start, and where Vincent Van Gogh has tried attacking this guy in the crotch, is run, jump off of Vinny's back, and knock the torch out of his hand.
Okay, I need one for your jumping onto Vinny's back.
Okay.
And for knocking the torch out of the hand.
Can I help by like holding really still?
If you want, yeah, no, go for it. So you will
Okay.
only need to roll for 2 successes on this one.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2d6.
No, sorry, roll 4d6.
Okay.
But hang on, let's have a look. No, you sort of run towards it, and in a tumble, you crash into Vincent Van Gogh and these two, because you're both pygmies, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you both have like this pygmy tumble as you sort of like tumbleweed.
The cutest, most vicious tumble.
Motherfucker!
And this bodyguard raises his torch to try and clock you around the head, Eustace, because he doesn't know what's going on. He just sees that like his friend is being kidnapped by goats. Do you do anything? Eustace.
Eustace. I feel like this isn't my problem anymore, so I'll, dressed as a chef, go and walk into the building where the back guy came out of.
Then you confront the bouncer, though.
Yeah, but I thought someone else bit him and stuff.
No, we failed. They failed.
Oh!
So he's now
We're
swing
tiny!
meat.
So I still can't. Okay, well, I'll butt him then. I'll butt him then.
We're like the size of Pomeranians.
Okay, so now I've just got it in my head that like this bouncer's addressing me, and you're all just like flying around behind him.
Yes, that anti-ballistic like pig goes.
Yeah, okay,
everywhere.
I'm gonna. Well, so if Vinny was going for the front, I think I should go for the back. I'm gonna try and butt.
Okay, 4d6.
But.
Yeah, on 2 successes, you manage to knock him to the floor. The torch rolls out of his hand, and he's just like, "Oh my god!" Like as he like jumps and covers his head.
I'm just gonna like looking down, 2 bouncers on the floor. I'm gonna head for the front door, just like birds! Cake! Follow me!
You can run for the front door. What are the others doing?
I'll follow, dressed as a chef.
Are you on your hind legs right now?
No.
Or are you... Okay.
But I've put the apron on back to front, so it's across my ass. There you go.
I'm like doing, the little spronking thing, like boink, 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 boink.
The Goatta killer was just like totally absorbed in just like furiously licking and eating at like all of the fabric on this person, the person that's all taped up on his like coat and everything. Like he's sitting there, he's got like fabric stuffed in his cheeks. He's like, like starts like running after the little pygmy goats.
And what about Goatta?
Yeah, Goatsart is also with the pack. In fact, he may have been sitting there, like, kind of waiting behind for the Goatta killer, like, hey.
You all run to the front door. As you do, it's these like huge double doors, and they are open, and they step into this like porch, and you can see lots and lots of coats where people have had their coats taken from them before entering the main party, which you can see another set of glass doors at the front.
I'm gonna try and use my teeth and like grab a coat, like a nice like sparkly shiny coat, like classic goth coat. Just
Yeah,
like
you
I
can
need
Do
something,
that easily. There's like a heavy wool black.
and I'm gonna get under it, and I'm gonna like start heading into the party under my coat.
You're a pygmy goat in a. Okay. Does
Yeah,
anyone else?
It's just a coat being dragged across the floor.
Yeah.
Do I smell cake at all?
Oh, you smell so much food.
But do I get a whiff of the cake, or is it just like
You can smell with your superior satanic nostrils this like chocolate ganache glazed cake.
little did I know that satanic powers are used for cake sniffing?
Yeah.
Of course they are. The dark side has cookies. This is well known.
Yeah.
I'm like, at first I'm watching my little pygmy friends run around, and like, but then all of a sudden I get a whiff of the chocolate cake, and you just see my hair like spike up even more. I'm like, ugh, and like immediately charge for wherever I can find the smell. Like you just see this fat goat, just like the mega waddle, just like yams beating it towards the cake.
You can. Are you basically going through the 2 glass doors at the end?
Yeah, I have an insatiable need for cake, so that is why
I'm trying to be sneaky under my coat.
I'm not.
I'm already a chef, so I don't need to be sneaky.
I'm like just like like humming the Mission Impossible theme tune.
As the coat trails behind Vinny, would it be possible for Goatsart to sit on the tails of the coat and just be dragged along?
Yes, it can.
Like a goat sled.
So, the best thing about this is that you two are actually stealthy. So, could you both roll me 4d6 as you go to enter the room?
Hey! Nobody's
Ooh!
I'm basically a Roomba that someone has thrown a towel over, just like, yeah.
As the Goatta killer basically throws these glass doors open and goes charging into this marble floor, like huge tiled floor. So in this room, it's packed. It's full of lots and lots of people, all sort of decked out in jewelry and ball gowns and things like that. And you can see a huge band. You can see a stage which has the band on and a dance floor. You see tables and tables of food. And you see an ice sculpture of Cupid at the center of this table. And at the back, 2 swing doors into a kitchen. Goatsart and Vinny, as the Goatta killer makes this entrance, you manage to slip by through the doors in this coat with Goatsart on the back. You can look around and weave in between all of these guests' legs.
Are there like, trestle tables with like food on?
Yes,
Do they have tablecloths?
they do all have tablecloth.
I am heading for the classic under the table.
Yes, and you can do that, both of you. And like, if anyone did look at the last second, they'd see Goatsart disappear underneath like a layer of white tablecloth.
Very slowly.
Yeah, just all the way through.
Climbing out from under the coat, under the table, like, get off my butt!
And the Goatta killer, I need you to also roll me a 2d6 to see if you are noticed in this crowd.
Oh, I hope so. Damn it.
No, you're not.
Nobody notices the cake-crazed demon goat.
How do you enter this room in such a stealthy manner?
I'm not stealthy. I just burst through the doors, and maybe they thought like it was some grand entrance of like a celebrity or something. But with the hustle and bustle of just so many people in the room, you don't even notice just this like crazed, elderly, chubby goat just like beating it as fast as you can, like the little click, click, clicks of his hooves. And he's just like, brr, brr, like just like super loud too, like he's huffing and puffing and running. Nobody notices any of this.
Yeah.
And he's going, I think he would probably like topple over the ice sculpture too and just like try to get to the cake.
The cake isn't in this room. The cake's
I'm looking for it.
back in the kitchen. You can get the
Okay.
whiff of it as they open like these swing doors.
You just see like 2 big goat yams go through the door.
You watch Vincent and Goatsart disappear under one of the tables. As you do, no one seems to notice you. Did you say you walk into the ice sculpture? This is on the table.
I probably like in terms of like I would have beelined directly for the smell. So if the ice sculpture was in the way, like in the center of the room, I probably would have just like rammed into the table in a hot mess effort to get to the cake.
You probably wouldn't have crossed the ice sculpture. But
Okay.
Eustace, what are you doing at this point? You've just seen Vinny and Goatsart disappear under one of the tables, and the Goatta killer is beelining for the kitchen.
Well, I imagine that Eustace at some point is going to see the heiress. I imagine Lady in Red comes on, and this woman is turning around.
You see a woman in long gloves and pearls and a dark red, sort of maroon coloured dress as she is chatting with some other people.
The temptation to make horny jokes is so high, you have no idea.
going to stand on my hind legs. I'm going to walk up to the heiress and ask her. You said I can speak, right?
Yeah, you can speak. You have a slight bleat to your voice, maybe, but that's it.
Would you like to dance?
Fancy a ram?
Oh,
We don't do this joke here. Like, this is just because you want to play Agri Cup. Anyway, you actually saying
Yes, I say that to her.
roll me a 2d6.
You sound so disappointed.
Oh my god. She doesn't, you don't win her over and she's not insulted. She's just, I'm sorry, excuse me. Are you okay? As she looks at your face.
just a goat.
Cosplay.
I see. Well, welcome. Welcome. If you're looking for my father, he is out the back. But, yes. What can I do for you? Please make yourself welcome. What was your name? Sorry?
Eustace.
Okay. Can I get you anything, Eustace?
Are we near anything? Like edible or anything?
There's like a table. You saw Vinny and Goatta disappear underneath one of the tables, which is just behind her.
In my scrap brain, what I thought I would do is just like surreptitiously grab something and put it in my mouth. But obviously, I have hooves, not hands. So I guess I'm going to slam my face into the table and then come back up with some food in my mouth and just chew and try and maintain the stare as much as I
Are
can.
you trying to do this in a gentlemanly manner, if that's how you can do it, or are you going
Alice,
full goat?
I have no understanding of gentlemanliness.
Oh,
I am a
no.
goatlyman.
It's like the beast before he learned how to use
Yeah.
his spoon.
Oh,
And you basically shove your face into this like prawn cocktail-esque thing, and as you pull your face back chewing, you're covered in this like pink seafood sauce with prawns accidentally sort of adorning your horns. And she looks mortified. Would you like a plate?
Leaning real close.
She even she goes, oh my god, like as she goes. I take it the prawns are good then. She sort of like is really like put her hand over, just like and a man comes over. Is everything all right? As he looks over at you, this goat in a chef's outfit, covered in seafood, with a prawn up your nose, prawns around your horns and in your ears, with a cigarette in his mouth.
The cigarette's real short by this point.
Do you just eat it?
That's what I am doing, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, okay.
I will wait to see what develops.
Yeah, she said it's okay. I'm just saying hello to I'm sorry, what did you say your name was again?
Eustace.
Yes, Eustace. I'm saying hello to Eustace. Like she's like giving warning signs. Eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I will just be over here. Just over here if you need anything. And he backs up, he doesn't take his eyes off you once.
Yeah,
He backs up into
with my hooves.
Look.
like, and he looks back at you like,
Click, click.
and she's looking at you like, well, it was delightful to meet you. I have some business over there, over there. Yes, hello. Like she sort of like waves to this
Hello
random.
there, save me.
I follow.
She starts walking and like looks back as you do. What are the rest of you doing?
When we went under that table, are there any like bottles of alcohol or glasses, like set up on that table at either end?
Not
or
on the
anything?
table. You can see waiters walking around with glasses and bottles and refilling that way.
Okay, I'm gonna like peer out from under the tablecloth and like try and find someone who's carrying booze and like wait until they sweep by and then try and bite their ankles so they drop it.
Okay, roll for me, please. Roll a.
I'm trying to do so stealthily.
Stealth bite.
Stealth bite.
The one thing
we'll
I will
dart back
say
under the table.
is there is a huge crystal punch bowl on the table as well, though.
Oh,
Just so
okay.
you know.
If there's a receptacle of booze on the table,
Yes.
then I'm going to like find my way under the table until I'm like a roundabout underneath it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try and headbutt it and turn it over.
Okay, you're very tiny, so you're gonna need. Oh, okay. It depends. Is Goatta helping you?
I will
No.
make them. Come on. Just like run over and bite their ear and be like, "Come on, we're doing this."
Goats are just very upset and like,
You rode my ass.
What
in
did
here.
happen?
Help me.
Okay.
fine.
You
There we
need
go.
2 successes for this, so I need you both to roll 2d6.
Okay.
No, you sort of. If anything,
Remember-
you don't jump at the same. You do have.
Rerolls. We do all have rerolls.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Saving
right.
it.
Here, I'll reroll.
Yes. You almost jump in perfect unison as you hit this table, and you hear like like as it rocks, and you hear someone yell as this bowl comes tumbling over, and before anything, you just see this like eruption of this pink and red liquid. Fruit comes piling out and splashes across the dance floor as this huge crystal bowl shatters
Is the tablecloth soaked?
on one side.
I am gonna try and suck the tablecloth dry. Don't ask me how I know, but it works. I'm just gonna like attach myself to the stain and just be like sucking the line out of the
You
fabric.
can
Like,
suck the tablecloth dry.
Did you get any of the punch on you, like your fur?
Would you have
Well,
done,
would
you
it-
didn't as it rolled, but would you have done whilst you're
well, I'm under the table, so would it have got me?
I'm just picturing now, since you're like attaching just your face to the cloth, now you've just got like this ring of like bloody looking like muzzle, and then you're all dirty and disheveled.
Oh no, because I'm actually a tiny white little goat, I probably have like a little ring of just white where the tablecloth has wiped away the mud.
yeah.
A little patch of cleanliness.
And what
And wine.
about Goatta? As you've seen this happen.
Goat's art is like, okay, like Vinny's figured out what they're doing and is kind of like now looking around the room for like any celebrities that might be at the party, especially if it's any of the kind of celebrities with like the little like spoiled purse dogs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Paris Hilton, right? Okay. You sort of look around the room, and first of all, you see Eustace, what looks like stalking a woman over in the corner, follows her. He keeps checking. She knows he's there, but she keeps checking. Vinny is currently like sucking on the tablecloth, like latched onto it. You see the Goatiac Keller strolling over to the swing doors in the kitchen. And you see a fair few what you think could be celebrities around, like the rich and famous. Everyone here looks very well to
Okay.
do.
All right. In that case, Goat's art is going to kind of go towards one of the more well-to-do looking people, but kind of try to like sneak up And as he's walking up until this point, Goatsart has looked like so grouchy, like scowling the entire time. This happens, he kind of like entirely shifts and gets this very like cute and like see kind of like attitude happening and just very endearing.
Yeah, you can stroll over. There is a lady there. She's got again, she's holding this small purse and she's with a group of other women and they're all laughing and chatting. And so are you just like cute-seeing your way up to this crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah. They look down and go, oh my gosh, and like one of them immediately picks you up and is looking at you, and you're in this circle of these women that are just absolutely in awe of you right now. You're a tiny little kid, and you can see just like all of them start like stroking you on the head or scratching you behind the ear.
Oh, I'm having the time of my life. I just scratch out and just make cute little bleeding noises like
and that
I'm
like
good.
they start moving over to a table where they all sit down and you're sort of at the center, like oh like sort of as they follow you around.
Okay.
And as you do this, the Goatta killer, you are outside these swing doors. You can smell that cake.
I'm running right for it.
Yeah. You can burst through this kitchen door. It's like a swing door, it's like it. And I need you to roll again to see if you're noticed fully, because this is a busy kitchen. You're not going in stealthily at all.
No.
You burst into this kitchen, and the first three, you just see like these people carrying these big pans and big things sort of like weave around you. They can't really see where they're going. And there's a man sat there, like he you can see the cake. This like thick, tiered, beautiful cake. And you can see a man cutting into it to get slices. And as he does, you know when you get that sense something's watching you, he turns and sees you. And you just see him point and go, goat in the kitchen, like that. And people freak.
Troll in the
I was just thinking
dungeon.
and people and immediately things are dropped and the chaos begins. What are you doing as everyone starts freaking out in this kitchen?
Like, I burst through the doors and I see that everybody like stops and looks at me. And then when he calls out, you see just like my ears go poof and like my little tail like flips right up. Like I just get all like poofy and I'm like, meh. Immediately start like raging and like running around and just like trying to cause as much like confusion as possible and just like like running around just like totally out of control.
All of you hear this, by the way. Just hear everything in the kitchen drop to the floor, like that metallic sound bouncing off the kitchen floor. And the Goatta killer, you are causing mayhem. However, I need you to roll a 2d6 to see if they don't catch you as you weave.
Can't catch the Goatta killer. Damn it.
They don't catch you.
Can't catch this.
You don't get away either. Like you get one of them grabs your tail and your back leg as he's like falling on the floor and trying to stop you from running.
And you just see like big beefy yams like kick back and like try to like get them off me. And you see it's like as he's running, he's just like zigzagging and trying to like help throw the people off him.
Could you roll me another 2d6 please as you try to knock this person away?
Oh, I did it wrong.
Yeah,
Yes.
your hoof goes back and kicks this guy square in the face. He's just like knocking his chef's hat off as he rolls over. Goes, that way, it went that way.
And you just hear like muttering and like a deep like I'm summoning the dark ones.
Are you actually trying to summon the dark ones?
You know, actually, I think now that I have the devil summoned, I'm going to start doing more of like a Cthulhu-esque type thing where I'm summoning like the old ones.
You can try raise Cthulhu if you want. You're gonna need
Patang.
4 successes to raise Cthulhu.
Oh
In this.
my, not Cthulhu himself, but like the sub, like some of the other.
Just a tentacle.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yeah, just maybe like a spectral tentacle or two, just slurping noises all about.
Yeah.
Okay, can you roll 4 for me, please? If you get it.
Oh god, I'm so distracted.
Do you have a reroll? You do.
Oh,
have-
I do. I'm totally gonna use that.
And as chat says, try raise Goat Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
I raised Goku.
you were so close. You were only 1 away.
Oh, it's 3, 4, not. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
excited. Darn it, so close.
I'm afraid you didn't quite.
Can I get a couple like tentacles in there?
Like
Just
the
like
end of a tentacle, like calamari.
Yeah, you do see 2 tentacles rise up, and the chef that was actually chasing you with the knife now, the one with the one who was cutting the cake, you see a tentacle like worm its way out of the ground and wrap round his ankle as he crashes down to the floor with knife clattering.
yes.
And the same happens to the guy you kicked in the face as one starts almost like cocooning him up.
I just
What
love
other-
this visual.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm probably now trying to lick all the wine off the floor.
You can do that. They seem to be very distracted right now with the chaos that seems to be happening in the kitchen and the glass shattering across.
Like I'm trying to keep the tablecloth over me, but as I like get further away from the tablecloth just starts to get like further away from the table.
Yeah.
So it's like a little tense situation just as I try and drink the wine off the floor.
Yes, you can do that.
Single-minded in
Slowly
my mission to
you
get
feel the
past
tablecloth slowly sort of falling on to you and off of the table. Eustace, this woman sort of jumps at the sound of the crash in this kitchen and like, oh my god, I need to go see what that is. And she starts to run off towards the kitchen. Oh, poor Eustace.
Eustace is gonna look for that guy, the one that came over and ruined his date.
You didn't even ask it to die. But you can see him stood in the corner and he's watching you rather intently.
Eustace is just gonna beeline across the dance floor.
Oh no. Is he still like on 2 legs? It's kind of like, a tottering situation, just like yeah.
As you do this, this man drops the glass he's holding. What are you trying to do here?
Oh, I don't know, just hit him.
You're like walk up there with your hooves and hit him, or charge?
Oh no, I'm gonna drop at the last minute so I nut him.
Okay, can you roll me 4d6, please?
Yes, I can.
Yes. You headbutt him. Describe it for me. He sees you coming and starts yelling himself like ah! As you come charging towards him. The whole room turned to look at you as this goat comes screaming across in a chef's jacket.
Right in the gut. I'm gonna land on my hooves as I headbutt him in the gut.
Yep. You do that. You nail him straight in the gut. And he just and like crumples slightly and then just falls off to the side.
Start eating his trousers. Don't even like eating trousers, but I want to spite him.
Goatsart, what are you doing as you see Vinny? Well, first of all, you see Vinny like sucking on this like tablecloth, but this tablecloth soon falls off the table on to Vinny. You get absolute chaos in the kitchen, and you've just seen Eustace scream and run at one of the party goers.
Excuse me. Are the people still paying attention to me? Like, are they petting me, or are they like distracted
They are very distracted by Eustace right now.
by Eustace? Okay. I'm furious because Eustace is taking the attention away from me. So Goatsart jumps down from the little table and toddles over to where Eustace is chewing on this guy's trousers. And Goatsart is just gonna like charge and headbutt Eustace.
Yeah, roll me a 2d6, please, as you headbutt Eustace. Yeah, you just like sit there and you just continually butt Eustace. Eustace, what are you doing?
I'm just chewing trousers. Oh no, as you butt me, I'm just gonna be like... I'm gonna lock horns!
Okay, roll me.
She's like this big!
I can't stand a challenge.
It's like a Great Dane and like a kitten being like, yeah.
My heart's not in it.
No, don't do it. Like she like
Oh.
the Goatsart's too small. Sees you coming and you just sort of ducks and bobs and weaves as you try and like lock horns with them. Okay, the Goachiac killer, you're in this kitchen. They start trying to grab you again. I need you to roll 2d6 to try and stop them, please.
Where am I typing? Okay. I'm actually just gonna copy this so I don't have to keep typing.
I'm just gonna get quietly drunk under this table. So good.
You can
So
just
good,
press
fine.
up in roll 20 to go to the last roll you rolled.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, what can you do?
just press up.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Wow.
As you are running, one of them grabs you and you kick back with your foot and he drops you. But what you don't see as you do this is a man stood with a sack, like it's a potato sack the other end, and you run straight into it.
No!
And as this happens, you hear, "We got it." Add it to the rest of them. And you hear a door open and footsteps go downstairs.
What?
That.
What?
What is it with you enslavers?
Ghost slavers.
Meanwhile, you just hear like
That, but...
in the sack, you just hear like these guttural like incantations, like little
my
beds
baby
in
wine
between
is
like lines of like goat Latin, but then you hear like
Goat Latin.
like
Pig Latin, but worse. Yeah. You are taking down these steps, and you like every now and then they shake the bag, and you hear like this, and the sack. You are turned and tumbled upside down and shaken out of this sack, and the door closes as you are in a cage. You are in a cage in a room full of goats.
I'm gonna find out my fizzy wine is drugged. I know I am.
I look around. I'm like, eh. What?
And there's about 30 goats in this room.
And he looks like slowly looks each of them in their eyes and says, eh, who wants cake?
And quite a few of them start like meh, meh, as they sort of start to jump excitedly.
You see him like stand up on like two yams and he's like, yes, my children.
We will hop back up to the dance. Eustace and Goatsart, you are currently bobbing and weaving, kind of fighting each other, but what do you do?
Eustace is going to try and turn this into a dance. He's dancing with someone.
Oh!
Roll me 2d6, please.
Why are we all billies? Eustace needs to find love.
How, okay, Goatsart, how do you avoid dancing with Eustace?
Oh, no.
I Unless you actually want to. You can dance with Eustace
Oh.
if you want to. But he's ruled poorly.
Yeah. Goatsart sees Eustace kind of try to like start dancing with him and just utterly fail. Just kind of gets this idea and is like, and so stands up and goes ahead and like offers a hand and stuff for like the dance. It just puts on the cute persona again.
Oh my goodness!
So,
Goatsart is a
Eustace
twink.
and Goatsart, what does this look like as you dance?
Well, I'm a goat.
You are dancing currently in like wine and broken glass as well, by the way. It won't hurt you because of your hooves, but
I'm a goat, and there's a reason I failed my dancing check. As I think I'm probably trying to sing along at the same time, so I've just got like hooves somewhere on Goatsart, maybe one on the face and one on the shoulder, and I'm just screaming like, "Ah!"
Oh, and Goatsart is so tiny.
yeah, Goatsart, like this is down here. This is like
Here. Goatsart is trying so hard to lead, to lend some sort of grace to this situation, but he is just too small.
yeah, and you two sort of like this mass. Some of the guests seem to think you're fighting as Eustace starts screaming at Goatsart, but the women over at the table are all there like watching Goatsart like, oh, as he sort of walks around this room. What is Vinny doing?
How drunk am I now?
I'd say you're pretty happy. I wouldn't say you're drunk, but you're pretty happy. Like you're
literally
not
just like
your feet.
following the pool of wine and just licking it all up until I can't find any more.
If you're doing the whole punch bowl, then you're drunk.
Yeah, I am doing the whole punch bowl. Like,
You are drunk. And this
Every
makes
little last
certain things harder to roll for you.
yeah, I am probably like at this point, I am probably like lying on my side, and you just see like this like tablecloth, and you're just like just like pushing, like, you know, back legs pushing me across the floor, just like
Oh.
just
Right.
licking it up.
I'm gonna take a really quick bio, sorry, and then I'll be right back. So Scrat, just keep dancing.
Yep.
I think Eustace
We
is
need to get Eustace a date.
Eustace is getting more and more excited by the dancing. He's getting really, really excited.
Yep. We need to get Eustace a date.
I love how you guys are dancing and getting drunk, and I'm summoning a goat cult downstairs.
You got yourself kidnapped. We've all been there.
We have literally all been there in this game.
We are very on brand at the moment. It's like mystical, really adorable, just drunk and violent.
Drunk,
Hey,
violent,
This
covered
is
in
like
blood.
very similar, yes.
Oh no! Let me Phipps, I didn't think anyone heard me say that. Oh no!
I didn't. No, I didn't hear that.
No!
Oh boy! I'm really just finding out who's about all these dancing things as well. Oh yeah, the reroll. Damn. There's me reminding you guys about your rerolls and forgetting my own.
It's okay.
I mean, all's fun in goats and parties.
All's fair in love and. I love that this is my brand. This makes me happy.
Go back and
Oh no!
Oh, wait, what, did I just hear another pun there? Goat back and forth? What? Oh no, goat back and
I
forth.
was near Bacchanalia. Like the festival. God.
Oh boy. So what's the plan? What are we actually doing at this party? I mean, are we all just living our best lives? Is there
Yeah,
I
pretty
was
much.
in my best life.
I am very drunk and about to get very, very drunk and Larry. Is great.
I have great plans for these goats in the basement.
So many kneecaps, so little time.
I'm more nervous. I don't know whether I'm more nervous about the plans or just Amber constructing the plans, but they make me very nervous. Excellent, Alice is back. Eustace is going to get so excited that he faints.
Our first goat faint.
Hang on, so excited about what, can I ask?
Dancing.
Dancing, okay.
With Goatta.
Eustace, you faint. Goatsart, I need you to roll 2d6 to avoid this, because he is big.
Okay.
Oh, so many jokes I can't make. So many. So many, I'm not allowed. No.
You sort of move just slightly out of the way as Eustace faints.
Just like side steps. It's like, oh, please.
And you hear from that small table just like clapping as Goatsart sort of sidesteps. And well, the man in the corner who's had his trousers half eaten by Eustace, just like, don't worry, I've got it. He scoops up Eustace and disappears into the kitchen.
Goatsart is simply very distressed. They're like, what happened to my dance partner? Goatsart's actually going to like run into the kitchen to see what's happening in there.
Yeah, you can follow this man, and you see him carrying a very limp Eustace down some stairs into what looks like maybe like a store cellar or a basement, or so it looks like where it would be. But the door opens into this huge underground area with all of these goats in these cages as he goes and drops Eustace in the same one as the Goatiac killer. And Goatiac killer, you just have this woof as Eustace comes in and the cage door is shut.
I don't think goat faints last very long, do they? Do they last a long time?
My knowledge
Until
of
the
goat
goat-
faints is extensive. No.
The cat is licking my foot. Please stop. Vinny, you have been left alone in this main hall area.
According to Google, about 20-30 minutes.
Oh no!
Oh god. Chat's saying 3 to 5 minutes though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to time it exact to what, I don't know, David Attenborough says. I'm not gonna do
Vinny kind of looks around and is like, where'd the party go? Guys? And kind of sees Goatsart's butt disappear into the kitchen and is going to drunkenly stumble, Disney drunk kind of stumble after. Trying to stick under the table, so it's going down one table and then going to the next trestle table and then go clumsily.
Okay, so roll me 4d6, but you are drunk, so this is gonna be a 3 success.
I am walking in 2 table legs. And you partygoers will just hear ah shit! Ow! Motherfucker! Just walking under these tables. Hey!
Nice.
You have been drunk before. You just,
Yeah.
as much as you walk into everything, you seem incredibly coordinated. It's like those things that come up at a bowling alley. You sort of know how
Way
to
of the drunken goat master.
And you can stroll underneath all of these. Every now and again, you hit something, but you can stroll into the kitchen. All the chefs are busy. Some of them seem to be mopping up, cleaning up. There's one of them in there with a ladle trying to fight a huge tentacle that's come out of nowhere. He tries to get it off of the foot.
Do I see the dude who's carrying Eustace anywhere?
You see the door open and you see Goatsart disappear. That little pygmy fluffbuck go down the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak and kind of wedge myself in the door like a doorstop.
Yeah.
I'm keeping this door open.
You can keep
Where
the
the
door
fuck
open.
did you go, guys?
You can keep the door open as Goatsart disappears downstairs.
Just like this little fluffy butt sticking out the door, like, dude, where'd you go?
And the Goatiac killer, you've just had the Eustace almost dropped on you.
I just start like licking him like profusely, but then I stop him like "Bleh. Cake. And then like I see like all of the other goats that were very like yeah, cake. And I'm like, let's escape. And just start like ram the cages. And then
As you start ramming the cages, you notice in this room seem to be about 50 chairs, 50 seats, and people start to file in.
damn it.
I would like those people in chat saying I'm on brand to know I rolled this. Because I rolled a 6, which means this is an illegal goat auction.
An
We have
illegal
done very well with our on-brand rolling, because so far I'm tiny, violent, and drunk.
Yep.
So,
Which is
Hey.
basically Zyraxes in...
hey, they're not tiny.
According to the dice rolls, According to the dice rolls, I'm horny, fighty, and want to dance all the time. So
All these people start to file.
I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna make some time with somebody.
And you see this auctioneer walk in, very smart jacket, very smart blazer, and stands there and looks, everyone, thank you for coming here today. And Goatsart, you see this as you stand at the back of the room in like this tiny little pygmy goat that you are. And they wheel one of the first cages forward, and you see this big goat, this very sort of old, shaggy looking goat. It's like, do I hear 200? And this starts to be like this babble of people bidding on all of these goats.
Goatsart is going to see if there's like a key anywhere, like a spare hanging from any place.
You can't see one hanging from anywhere, but you can see the man who is stood. There's 2 men stood by the cages. They both have a set of keys.
Okay. Since I'm sneaky,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be possible to kind of move up kind of like to the side / behind them a little bit and try to nudge the key off of their belt or something, wherever
You
it's
sort
hanging.
of can pull on them to pull the tag. Yeah, so roll me 4d6, please.
Okay.
As you have to sneak over. This is just for this.
If I'm like half butt out the doorway, can I hear all this or see
You
any
can
of this?
hear that weird, almost like a drone there, you know, as the auctioneer sort of runs off.
Oh my god, stop clipping this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna, because I'm drunk, I'm just gonna like fall down the stairs a bit. You know, like trying to like sneak in, but I am like, you know how when you're drunk stairs seem to be like twisty? So it's kind of like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
kind of missing the last step and just kind of going.
I don't know what you mean. What?
And
It's been a long time since I was drunk. I'm doing all this from memory. So
Meg,
Meg, is that your roll and roll 20? So
Yeah.
Okay. So you managed to stealth over there. You sort of like do the shuffle along the back, even though there's all these, they're all too focused on the auctioneer. So
Yeah.
I now need you, well, first of all, I need Vinny to roll to get down the stairs stealthily, so that's 4d6, and I also need Goatsart to roll 4d6 to swipe the keys. Depending on Vinny's roll, it will affect Goatsart's roll.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Okay, are you planning on making a noise, or are you being stealthy? What I'm saying is, are you distracting?
Well, Vinny is trying to be stealthy, but I want him to fall over. So
Okay. you start. So first of all, Goatsart, you see Vinny walking down the stairs, crashing into the sides of things, just sort of as he sort of like bumps into the wall here and there. Could you please roll me for swiping the keys? And as this happens, Eustace, you start coming round as you and the Goatiac killer, after the first couple of goats have been sold, are now being pulled along towards the auctioneers. Like, 2 for 1? Anyone? Can I hear a start at 300? And it begins.
I immediately start chanting.
I'm afraid, Goatsart, that doesn't get the key. You sit there and you start pulling on it. You know, like Milo out of the mask when he's just trying to pull the thing. You're just pulling them, and this security guard starts looking down, like, "What are you doing out of the cage?" Like, just, and he goes to reach down and he picks you up. Back in the cage, and he opens the one with Eustace and the Goatiac killer, and like plops you in and closes the cage.
Please tell me I'm not our last hope, because I'm wasted.
What would
Oh
you
my
like to
god.
do?
Am I up?
Yeah, no, you're awake now.
So as he opens the door,
Yes.
can I charge out of the door?
Yes. Roll me 2 successes and use 4.
And I try to like shove him so that he gets a little bit more oomph to his charge.
And this will just take 1 success if you both do it. So
Push the tush.
Goatsart being like hovered over as they open up the top.
Reroll. I've got to reroll. I've got to reroll.
My
I've got to reroll. I've got to reroll. Don't look at that.
Literally. That is the worst roll.
Oh no.
What? What have you done?
Goatsart is dropped into the cage and the door slams shut.
Welcome to hell. Sorry. Welcome to hell.
And like the Goatia killer just looks at Eustace and goes, "Bad."
Bad, Eustace.
Feels bad, man.
2 legs bad. 4 legs good.
At this point, you see the bouncer, which you duct tape up, walking down the stairs, being supported by his friend as they're like, "Ow!" Like as it walks through, and they start looking around. Just they haven't seen you, but they are looking.
If I'm still at the bottom of the stairs, can I trip them?
If you would like to, roll me. Well, yeah, 4d6.
Stealthily.
4d6. Yeah, you absolutely drop.
How are you this stealthy when drunk?
Way of the drunken master.
As you do, you just sort of look at that, and they just fall straight over you and crash to the floor, making the whole auction room look around. And the auctioneer like has very angry eyes staring at them right now.
Can I like when they go down, can I like zoom around to the cage where everyone fucking is? And be like, what are you doing? Why are you in there? Hi.
I just love this right now that we have like 2 sober goats like trying their hardest to get out of a cage with no success, and then
3
the drunk one is just stumbling around, just not even getting.
Oh, Goatsart's in there with you. Goatsart's been chucked in there with you.
3 goats. 3 sober goats in a cage. Like sticking my head between the bars, like, hey.
Where is
Wait, are you sticking your heads between the bars?
No.
Damn it.
Instant retraction. Instant.
where is my spectral devil goat?
Your spectral devil goat is walking around somewhere on the top floor. Like,
Can I like
up.
summon him to me or like call him to appear near me?
Yeah, roll 4d6 please, and you need 3, as this is summoning a demon.
I'm just like, what are we doing? Why are you in there? The party's upstairs.
You just hear me be like, "Bah!" like just yelling.
You do have a reroll. I'm not saying use it. I'm just.
I thought I used it already.
I think you had 2.
Oh, I did?
I
Oh,
think so.
well then I'll happily reroll again.
And we just got a donation from Drake to fill in Eustace and Goatsart's rerolls.
No.
Thank you.
No, you sort of reach out and you start bleating at the top of your voice, and you can feel those satanic footsteps walking around above, but it's like it's now like it's looking for you as it can't find you.
Lucifer!
I'm down here, Lucifer. They're all still distracted by these bouncers right now, as some of them have started to try and help them up as they've fallen. They crashed pretty hard.
What are we doing? Why are you guys in there? Should I
Get
be
us
in there?
out! Okay, get us out.
Okay.
You need tape? We got duct tape.
The keys.
Oh, where are the keys?
The keys, because where there's a lock, there must be a key. So I'm gonna look around and see if I can see the keys. Keys.
You are the key master.
Shut up, Eustace.
The Goatta killer just starts immediately licking Eustace on the side. Just like, you know how like cats have that really like rough tongue? He's just got like, he just keeps going at it so it feels really rough.
Then he's just gonna like look at Eustace and just blap and be like,
Blip.
Eh.
no, don't draw attention. Keys. Where's
So-
the fucking keys? Somebody point.
We'll start making a commotion in the cage. So like,
Put the chalk out like.
Okay, I'm looking for the keys. I don't know.
You can see the keys. Yeah, if Goat starts pointing them out, you can see them on the side.
Just
Okay, then I'm gonna be like super sneaky, and I'm gonna like you know like when drunk people come in late at night and they're really trying to be quiet. So I'm gonna try and really quietly, just kind of like,
Yeah, roll for
and
me.
then basically just like fall over so the keys come with me. Gravity.
Okay,
gravity
so I
help.
need 1 to roll for stealth and also 2 to roll for swiping the keys. So the first one is 4d6 and the other one is 2d6.
Okay. Right.
Oh.
I'm gonna use my reroll. I'm doing so well on the stealth.
Yes, you sort of like drunkenly sort of weave over there. Every time someone looks your way, you become like an ornament or something at the side. And now I need you to roll 2d6 to try and swipe the keys. Only need 1
Come on.
success for this.
Come on.
Yes, you swipe the keys.
And just like do a little drunken little trip trot back to the cage, like who the best? Who the best? I'm the best. Yes, I am.
Stealth it back if you're doing that. Stealth it back if you're doing that.
Yeah. I'm doing that stealthily, like it's a little stealthy bob, like.
Roll it. As you said that, I'm making roll it. You only need 2. You stealth it back as the rest of you see Vinny strut in a dancing front back towards the cage with keys.
Who to go? I'm just gonna pass the keys to Goatsart because they seem to be the intelligent one.
this happened.
I have like tufts of Eustace's fur in my like mouth, like little puffs of like fur.
Let's get out of here so we can get back to the party.
Goatsart grouchily takes the keys and starts kind of trying to like.
Oh, you can do this easily. If anything, you're at the perfect angle. You can like stand on Eustace and start shuffling the key around.
I am now convinced that Vincent and Goatsart are definitely related.
Drake Iceheart donates another 2 sets of rerolls to fill in those that were just used. Thank you, Drake.
Thank you.
So now we all have one again. We all have one.
And
Okay.
what was did Goats Heart? You had cough medicine, didn't you? Was your
Yeah.
cough medicine? Okay, Hildy, off.
Oh God! Stop clipping.
You can all climb out of this cage fairly easily, and then the whole room turns to look as you are now all out of this cage. And as I said, there are 30 cages here around, just full with goats, and they all start looking at you as you all
Riot.
Do any of them have like disco U's in them?
Do the keys work for all the cages? Because we could
Yes.
just
This is a ring of keys. Like this is
Riot. Let them all out and just start.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Goat
start
Heart's just
leaning
gonna
on
do-
Goat's Heart, like, come on.
Yeah, Goats
Okay.
is just going cage to cage, just letting people out.
Yeah, Goats Heart, you can. Hildy, I swear. Like Goats Heart, you can just roll me once just to see how quickly you do this. So you're quite stealthy anyway and quick. So let's do a 4d6.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you're not super quick with this, but like with the fumbling with the keys and so, but you do quickly. You are able to get basically all of these goats out. But whilst this is happening, what are the rest of you doing?
I am like, kind of seeing that everyone's like out of the cage and chill. I am looking for the nearest set of kneecaps.
Yeah, there are many.
I got a hungering for some headbutting.
There are many kneecaps, so there is a group of 5 that are starting to surround you. Are you going for like a flyby?
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna try kneecap.
Okay, roll for me, please. 2d6.
Oh, Hildy.
So bad.
Ah.
Okay, the first 3 you get, and you take them out because they knock each other over as well. But 2 of them you see, they sort of block your way. What is Eustace doing?
Eustace would like to headbutt open some cages.
Oh, Adam.
Whoa!
Whoa! What do we got?
Okay,
What
wait,
has happened?
Whoa!
Oh, wow, okay.
What is
It's still
going on?
going! It's still going! Whoa!
Thank you, Anonymous.
Anonymous, how many subs is that?
That's...
Wait.
A metric ton! 10 subs from an anonymous donator!
Okay. For
Thank
that
you.
as well, just
Time for a
thinking,
goat party.
those of you who don't have a trinket, so that Shakes and Scrat, roll a 1d20 for me, both of you.
Okay. That's so cool. 13! My lucky number.
I might be able to teach you a few things.
Tiny goth goat gets 13. On brand.
On a 13,
Good.
you find as you knock this person over, a small cassette falls out of their pocket with the full greatest hits of Queen.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I am officially just Crowley the goat.
On a 7,
Oh, you want to be a maid?
this is so on brand for your character.
I can show
You
how to be
find a
shield.
lead pipe.
No.
Where's the auctioneer?
You are dressed in a suit jacket with a lead pipe.
Where's the auctioneer, Alice?
The auctioneer, you see, sort of looking over at the side, and as you look at him, your eyes meet across the room.
Good. Here's your lesson.
Like to put the bar on my forehead.
You can, and I need you to roll me a 4d6, please. Describe this for me, please, as the auctioneer starts to scream.
I think Eustace sort of like does a little trot, then takes off and soars across the room. Sort of like, you know, they came in like a King Kong!
Be a maid. What a fight.
And they strike the goat! They strike the auctioneer! and just take them out completely.
You take out this auctioneer, and the rest of you just see this goat soar through the air with a lead pipe behind its horns, dressed as a
Here's the
chef,
lesson plan.
cigarette in its mouth. And this auctioneer crashes into the floor off of this sort of like just box that he was standing on. And he is out. He is passed out on the floor.
Yeah.
Thank you also.
Vinny has just started singing "Don't Stop Me Now."
Yeah.
Like you know, like the scene in Shaun of the Dead when they're all hitting the zombie.
Yeah.
Just like started singing it, like a hype tune.
Thank you very much to Arcane Hobo, who also just subscribed. Thank you so much.
The Goatta killer hops up on stage while this is all going on.
Yeah.
Riot! And just
We're
like,
gonna have a good time.
like
We're
there's
having a
singing
ball.
going on. There's violence on the other end. Just riot!
As this happens, Goatsart, you unlock that very last cage, and this swarm of goats come out of these cages and stand to attention behind all four of you.
Having a ball. Don't stop me now.
Oh, this is good.
Everyone in this room freezes at the sight of around 35 goats now facing them, probably not looking too happy.
We got a ton of donations. Can we give them all lead pipes? Can it be like a mob of goats with lead pipes?
Just like
I tell you what I will do. I'll give you all another roll to see another trinket.
ooh.
We'll roll a d20.
It nothing's gonna be the best of Queen. 4.
Okay. Scrat, what was yours? Sorry.
Also 4.
Oh,
Two
okay.
4s, a 16, and a 12.
Whoever got both who got 4, you both gain a fake ID.
This isn't the goat you're looking for.
Meg, on a 16, you gain a mobile phone. And on a 12, you gain, where is it? A cardboard box.
I'm like Snake, just hiding in the box.
My fake ID totally says Ryan Goatling.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And it's very obviously like a white goat that isn't a pygmy goat, so it just looks like an older version of me. It's like, yeah, it's me. I'm of drinking age.
As you stand here in this standoff, what you like to do? No one is moving, everyone is edge.
So in like a burst of just like very quick chaotic chatter, but it's all in like goat, so the humans can't hear us. I'm being like, everybody, they were going to oppress us. Charge! And like just like a wave of little yams runs across the room, hopefully.
Little goat in the back of the room. Who put you in charge?
Friends, goats, quadrupeds, lend me your horns.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Help, help, I'm being oppressed.
Could you please roll me 4d6? I want to see how inspirational you are.
Well, the Dark Lord. No.
You got a new reroll. You got a new reroll.
Yeah, you have got a
Oh, I
reroll.
do. What was that thing to just press up, you said?
Yeah, just press the up key.
Oh, cool. I love that.
Yeah, on a 4 and
Better.
a 6, they all look to you and throw back their heads in this bleat, and everyone puts their heads down and they charge.
Yeah.
A group of people scream as they run to this one small narrow stairway to try get back out of this kitchen.
Start has
Yeah,
somehow
so many yams.
already with their new mobile phone make like a Twitter or Instagram account and doing this.
Like, Vinny is absolutely trying to kneecap everything that comes past him, just going, fight, 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 fight.
You know that GIF of like, what did you give your new pet as a feat, and it's like exotic weapons. That's what Eustace is doing with the lead pipe.
Just like the Roomba with the knife attached. Just like,
you can be taking selfies, you can be taking photos, you can do all the hashtags you want. As you
What is the trending hashtag of this like goat?
as Vinny just goes flying past Goatta, it's like, for the ground!
Goatta, what is the trending hashtag you have created right now as this goat chaos takes over?
Probably just goat riot.
Goat riot.
Hashtag Goat Riot.
Hashtag goat
Oh,
riot.
we all have to do that now. Thanks, Goat Riot.
And they all start running like up the stairs. Lots fall over. That lots are getting trampled on by goats. You just hear ow, ow, ow as all these goats start flooding up the stairs. You see all these people trying to get out and disappear, and you can run up the stairs too as you get towards the kitchen.
Cake.
Yeah, Vinny is just in a frenzy and has like gone like full like Mighty Boosh Hitcher reference. And it's just like, he headbutts this way, he headbutts that way, he headbutts diagonal. It's like Connect 4 and headbutting terms.
You start taking people out. Eustace, what are you doing?
I'm still swinging my pole around. I've just put a GIF in chat, Alice. If you want to have a look at, just imagine a lead pipe. I'll put it in this chat
Twitch
as well.
chat. Oh no!
Can't I see?
I put it in Zoom chat as well.
Oh wait.
Like,
Oh no, that would be terrible.
yeah, you start swinging. You just keep this chaos starts coming as you run around swinging this lead pipe, taking out everyone. I almost see that Matrix scene where they've got the pole. This is kind of what is happening with you,
But with
right
goats.
now, as Goatta is trending on Twitter, and Vinny, you are headbutting everyone. What is the Goatiac killer doing?
How many followers do you have? Like,
Always
okay.
going up.
I would immediately start like charging and dashing up the stairs. Like you just see like those chonky little yams just pop, 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 pop up the stairs. Like I'm getting that cake.
You can burst into the kitchen as all these people just sort of flow out of it. And you see that cake, that wondrous cake up on the top of the surface. And
Give me a
that
break.
man that's there with like the ladle trying to whack away like these tentacles. And he clocks you. He's like, no.
I look at him like,
No! And he starts
charge and like just like run towards.
you tear towards are you tearing towards the cake or the man as he swings wildly? He doesn't know who he's supposed to be fighting off. The satanic goat.
Do I have a horde of goats behind me too? Like
You would like?
I would very much like a horde of goats.
You have about 10 goats behind you.
It feels like a mini version of, you know, the Stampede from The Lion King where they all crest over the top, except they're just coming out of the basement.
I was thinking more, you know, in Mulan when all the Huns come over the side of the mountain.
He just like get him and like directs his minions to the guy to like trample over him.
Do my
Meanwhile,
bidding.
he just beelines for the cake. Like he wants to just barrel completely into the cake.
You hear a very high-pitched scream as the chef drops the ladle and is almost just disappears under this wave of goats. And you almost in slow motion can leap towards this cake.
You see my little yams.
Jump and you crash into this chocolate cake and make the center of it.
And I'm just like flailing every which way. Like you see, like I lift my head up in like this goat ecstasy, and I'm like, with like spittle like flailing everywhere, and I'm just like devouring the cake.
Yep, you can devour that cake. What is everyone else doing?
Have I knocked out the heiress yet?
No, but you spy her across the room.
I'll throw the pole at her.
Oh, you don't take
Roll
rejection
46,
well,
please.
honey.
Roll 46, please.
And then,
Sees you
oh,
as you square up this pole, and she starts to run. but you throw it and it's a perfect hit. As she's running, you just hear a conk and she just drops like a sack of rocks.
I start dragging her to the dance floor.
You can drag her to the dance floor.
Me.
Oh.
Are you waltzing with her?
No, I'm just
Or
dragging
just,
her
like,
in
stepping
circles.
over her.
Just dragging her in circles and stepping over and going the other way sometimes.
Play bicycle race.
I'm just kneecapping people and occasionally other goats. Just like, you know, full on Northern Rage. Just like I need to headbutt things.
So Vinny's going full Northern Rage. Eustace, you're basically dragging this poor passed out woman around the dance floor. Goatiac Killer is writhing chocolate cake. What is Goatsart doing?
Goatsart is walking up to where probably other goats have like cornered the girls that he was hanging out with earlier and stuff, and like meh, and like holding out his phone with like the contact information for them to like fill it in.
Just, yeah, slide into my DMs.
They're like speaking, but they take the phone and they fill in all of their numbers and hand it back to you. And don't take their eyes off
Take
the
the selfie with
I was gonna
everyone.
say, please take a goat selfie.
take a selfie with all of these terrified women and this like happy goats like
I told you that is one powerful twink.
The goatist selfie of all time.
Thing on Twitter. As this happens, you hear sirens go off as the police start to arrive at this house. You can see the flashing, sort of radiating off the ice sculpture. You can see the flashes. You can hear it. You hear all these people start running out of their cars and heading. Don't worry, Scrat. They haven't seen you dragging what looks like a dead woman around the dance floor.
Vinny starts like singing "Fuck the Police" as like as he's drunkenly stumbling backwards towards the exit. You know, in that very kind of like, come on then, I'm walking backwards away from you. Like he's singing "Fuck the police." Where is the exit? I am not getting arrested today.
And what are the rest of you doing?
Yeah, Goatsart is also heading towards the back door. Just like, shoot.
Eustace believes that he's being backed up by an army of small goats, so Eustace would like to flip a police car.
Oh,
I'm very shocked you haven't used your fake ID yet.
I'm actually a police officer, and you like hand over the.
I forgot about it. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm just gonna like stand up and put on a jacket.
Where are you getting all these clothes?
Like a million people just
there's
ran out.
quite a
One
lot
of them left a
unconscious
jacket.
People. I was headbutting people for a long time. So get them in the knees and then get them in the face.
Scrap, if you're showing the ID, you need to roll a 2d6 to convince these police officers you're an undercover cop.
It's a goat.
It's a goat.
Haven't you heard about the new goat squad? No!
Oh.
Hang on, I've got to reroll. Come on. Yeah!
They run in and they look to you as you hold out your ID and they're like, okay boss, where are they?
I'm gonna take the cigarette, point my hooves, and just walk away from the back door towards the front of the building.
They run in towards the kitchen. It's too cool. What is the Goatia killer doing right now? Your cake is basically finished.
Okay, like as I'm like bucking in happiness, like my head like lifts up, covered in chocolate cake. I'm like, eh. And just like I look around, and I'm trying to find all of my friends. Do I see any other goats in the room?
you can see some of the goats that have left behind. They're now working their way through like packets of stuff in the kitchen. Otherwise, most of them have run away. But you can see Goatta and Vinny backing away to the back door.
I would go join them. Like, I start, like, waddling. Very full. Like, you can tell my stomach is distended now. But I'm, like, heavy waddling. It's like a, oh, Lord, he coming kind of thing.
Just like, oh, Lord, he coming. That fat cat that runs. That's what it is.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, Lord, he coming. As you do this, you both walk. All three of you walk to the back door. As you open it, 4 police officers stand, looking at you.
Put my cardboard box.
I'm just gonna hold up my fake ID and be like,
Roll a 2d6, please.
My box doesn't really fit overall. Like,
Oh, yeah, you just like these legs sticking out of the box.
am I rolling or is Amber rolling?
oh yeah, which one of us?
Oh, the one who's got the ID. Sorry.
Yeah, that's me.
2d6.
Is this a stealthy thing or is this just me lying?
This is you lie.
Okay. Hey!
You pass, and they look at you. They look down at Goatta and this box.
We're just trying to get out of here, man. They had cages in the basement. It was insane. Just like gone from being like very, very punk, you know, fuck the filth, to just being like, we're just kids, man. We're still not kids. We can drink, but you know, we're just trying to get out of here.
And you can leave. They let you pass as they run in and start trying to like gather up all these goats that are trying to just work their way through all the food in the kitchen.
And I just kind of look to the other two and be like, let's fucking move.
The box starts moving.
Hey, Squiggy, with me.
And you can walk and you can watch as you come around the side of the house. You see Eustace strolling in a long dark coat with a cigarette in his mouth. Away to, and you can see all the other police officers with the cars outside look at you. It's like, is it under control? As they look to Eustace, you can catch up.
I'm just gonna like get under the back of his coat.
Yeah. You're muted, Adam.
Just takes a hoof and is just like.
I'm just under the back of his coat now, just like, yep, this is where I'm hiding.
Sorry, I'm watching the gift.
Yes, so am I.
That is so mean.
So what are you? Sorry, Scrat.
I'm just waving at the police officer.
Okay, I need you to roll 2d6 to win this.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
I think as I'm looking at them, they're asking me questions. I sort of do all this, and then I just go.
Did you do?
Am I still hidden under his coat?
Yeah, you're under his coat,
Okay.
but you just hear, "Grab him!" and Goatiac killer. You see out the corner of your eye that goat demon strolling around the garden.
You just hear it like muffled under the box. Like I can see like peeked out from it. I'm like, Ben, Lucifer.
Roll
Like, fuck him
a
up.
4d6 for me to see if you can summon Lucifer Goat. You can.
Oh, I can?
Please describe to me what you're going to do with this.
With Lucifer Goat and then my horde of goats and then all of my friends, I'm just like, riot again! Like, you said you wanted to flip a police car, right?
Lucifer Goat comes running, tearing towards where you have call him, and you see the motion of all of these police officers just turn and scream as this huge dark cloud comes over the sky as it holds its hands up. Eustace, did you say you wanted to flip a car?
Well, I believe me and Goatiak are doing that now, right? As a team effort? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay then. So, Eustace, roll me 4d6, and Goatiak, please 2d6.
Oh God.
It doesn't quite lift. You sit there, you're rocking the police car, like, backwards and forwards. There is a police officer in the back crying.
I'm just gonna like sidle up to the Goatta killer and be like, "Can I borrow your tape?"
Yes.
And I'm gonna like wrap one end of the tape like round the car tire or anything like stationary. I'm gonna take the other end and just start like weaving between policemen's legs.
Yeah.
I'm going like full like Home Alone shit.
Yeah,
Like-
you can do that with Eve. What
Yep.
about Goatsart? What is Goatsart doing as you watch this chaos?
Goatsart just flings himself at the nearest like cop, like just with the intention to just headbutt right in the gut.
Yeah. Roll 2d6 for me, please. And he is distracted by Goat Satan.
I love that is something we can say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my reroll.
Okay.
So
Yes. You run forward, and this tiny little ball of fluff with a mobile phone comes crashing into the policeman's stomach as you hear the phone up as it goes off and crashes into this policeman's stomach. All of the policemen are down. You all hear this strange satanic voices as the sky starts to open, as this goat demon starts to summon Goat Cthulhu coming out of the sky. What would you like to do?
I'm just jumping from like policeman to policeman on the ground, just kind of going, 4 legs good, 2 legs bad, fuck the police. Jumping and having a little punk moment of just like, pigs is too good for you.
And we
Like
said it
jumping
wasn't animal
straight
farm.
down on someone's crotch, just like, yeah.
The gif I put in chat a second ago is how I see Vincent van Gogh. Yeah. On people, not a
Boing,
bed.
boing, boing. Like all 4 feet just down on someone's crotch, like, and then next person.
Would you like to do anything before returning to your field?
I, for one, would like to welcome our new Lord and Savior.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not paying any attention to Goat Satan. I'm far too drunk. I'm kind of high on just the anti-establishmentarianism that I'm demonstrating.
Goatsart is just like, as soon as the Cthulhu summoning started, just started
Like-
filming.
Just like, hey guys,
Like, wait, I got a boomerang.
how about Goatiak Killer?
Oh, I am like standing there being like, like just like on my hind legs, just like, like, bah, bah, and just like in my element.
So, we round this off as Vinny is jumping from policeman to policeman, very drunk, causing chaos. Eustace, you can probably take a job at the police department now after being this convincing. The Goatiak Killer, you have succeeded in your life's mission. And Goatsart, you are trending on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Oh my god.
It's where we will leave Goat Crashes.
We all know who the real winner is here.
I'm not going to jail. I've got a friend in the police.
First day on the job, we need to arrest someone.
I think, little tiny fluffy goat person summoning Satan.
But did you die?
Yes, I'm a white thing.
So I still have it in my head. Oh lord, that gift needs to be found. Hang on, let me find it.
Couldn't find it.
Uh,
Well, everyone, here we are at the end. Thank you all for tuning in. This week we have credits. We'll run the regular credits anyway. We are going to head over to the Discord where we will chat about our favourite parts and talk about Gotulu and Goat Satan and all the other things. So thank you very much everyone for tuning in. Please take a moment to check out all our links. No, that's not how you spell close.
I can't find it.
Cool.
There you go. So that's how you spell close. Please check out all our social links, all of the ways you can support us, all of our sponsor information, and all of our discount codes on all the different places. You really do support us when you use them. And thank you very much, everyone, for coming along. Thank you very much to Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing who make this all possible. We'll see you in the Discord in a minute. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye. Riot.
Riot.